Bigfoot, Sasquatch, or even the Yeti, the many names given to the ape-like creature of immense size. The state of Washington has the most Bigfoot sightings in all of North America. That's why I chose to fly 6.5 hours to go searching for this big fella. Since the flight was so long, I chose to fly first class, and as I enjoyed my free drinks, I admired the peak of Mt Rainier from my plane window. Fun fact, Alaskan Airlines actually has their own beer. Once we were on land, and I got to see Washington's magnificent wilderness up close and personal, I knew that we were in the right place. In fact, we saw more than just waterfalls. At the base of a mountain, in a beautiful pasture, we saw the breathtaking view of some real wild elk. As captivating as these elk were, it was actually very helpful. Getting acclimated to spotting wild animals can be very difficult, so this was a good start. Before I felt it was time to go searching for this mysterious beast, I had to do some research in the big city, Seattle. Washington seems to really love this furry guy, and he was everywhere. I mean everywhere. Between the books, merchandise, and even the artwork, Bigfoot was almost like a mascot of Seattle. As I was perusing the artwork, I decided that there was really only one place that I could search for this elusive creature. A place that has to be one of the most iconic forested areas of Washington. The fourth most prominent peak in North America, Mt Rainier. Just parked at Rainier National Park. It is currently 7:38 in the morning. They have a weird reservation system. Look it up online before you come here. There's snow on the ground. It is pretty cold. I live in Florida, so this feels very cold, but this is Mt Rainier Adventures. Adventures through Mt Rainier. Bigfoot could be lurking in the woods as we speak. Mt Rainier is an active volcano. Kind of, not really. It's a dormant, but I don't really know what that means. It's something else. Insert word right here. It's that type of volcano. I don't know the scientific term, but Mt Rainier is a volcano, and that's pretty neat. And we might see Sam Squanch today, aka Sasquatch, aka Bigfoot. Most sightings ever in the United States. Bigfoot, who knows, we might find him. Cryptid holiday, let's go. It's Denise's birthday too. Happy birthday to Denise in the comments. Let's go find Sasquatch. Today's the day.
From Prison Mike.
Oh. All right, it is treacherous. There is snow everywhere on the path, but we're doing great. We just saw something moving on the side of the mountain. No idea what it was. Don't want to stick around and find out. On a serious note, if it's not Bigfoot, it could be anything, right? A bear? Don't want to find out. This wilderness is filled with many real animals that we did not want to run into. Bears, mountain lions, and foxes are among the many creatures that could lurk nearby. We hiked up the trail with hopes of seeing the peak up ahead. Who knows, maybe we would see a Sasquatch on our way. We soon heard the sound of running water. Could this be a Bigfoot watering hole? Other than wildlife, a waterfall was the next best thing that we could see on this hike. Boy, oh boy, was the waterfall gorgeous. Watching the water flow, I began to wonder if the water was from a spring or snowmelt. Either way, signs of danger were nearby. There was a sketchy-looking bridge overlooking a babbling brook. The stream was flowing mesmerizingly down the mountain and providing the land with liquid abundance. I kept my eyes open for signs of life nearby. We soon ran into a very friendly fellow, or at least our first sign of wildlife that was not very harmful. This is a marmot, kind of like a groundhog. As we basked in the glory of Mount Rainier, it was hard to believe that we were actually here. The mountain was clearly home to many creatures alike. We soon got a closer look at the marmot. Just look at this little rascal. So, no Sasquatch yet. We are in the Sasquatch capital of the world, but we did find a marmot and we saw it from a distance, from pretty far away. Like at first it was like 100 yards, then it was like 200 yards, and then soon enough we're like, hey, let's hike up to that little peak up there. Just a little hike, and what do you know? We found its little burrow. We filmed it from afar because obviously the trail's like blocked off, so we just stayed on the trail and filmed it and said hi, and it was so cool. Bigfoot is gonna be spotted. The number one sign if Bigfoot is around is that you might hear what sounds like, oh look, there's a squirrel over there. You might hear what sounds like banging in the woods, tree knocking they call it, or you might hear something that kind of sounds like ape-like, you know, like a howl sort of. You know, they're supposed to be very territorial, so keep your distance if you do see one. So who knows what we'll see? Maybe we'll see a bald eagle. I feel like I'm in Lord of the Rings or like Game of Thrones. This has been an adventure so far. The waterfall, the mountain, it's a glacier and a volcano. That's incredible. Nature. You always gotta be on the lookout for tracks. You never know what type of tracks you're gonna run into. It is just dense forest with a beautiful view. Honestly, absolutely gorgeous out here. I took off my jacket. Don't even need my jacket. The sun is shining. We just did a hike to the waterfall, and now we kind of went on another excursion through the snow. And let me tell you, the snow makes hiking extra difficult, but I'm loving it. The exercise, I need it for sure. You can see the hotel down here, the lodges, the cabins, the hotel, the visitor center, all down here. So we're not too far away, but the top of the mountain is right through there. The peak, as you can see, the peak of the mountain, Mount Rainier, right up here. This is Bigfoot territory right here. This is where you would see a Sasquatch. Plenty of places where the snow gets thick, where the snow bluffs create like a snow cave. So probably Bigfoot territory right there. We soon said our goodbyes to Mt Rainier and headed down the mountain to a nearby waterfall. Ooh, the lens is fogged up. Man, it is absolutely misting so bad right now. I hope I don't ruin my camera, but so right behind me, about 100 yards, you can probably hear the waterfall. If Bigfoot is real, and this is Bigfoot country, this would be his number one water source and a place to bathe. We could still see him. The day is still young. This is a beautiful waterfall though. Nice stone bridge right over top of it. The water just flows so elegantly into a cascading river down below. You can't beat it. Mount Rainier is right behind me, kind of semi-covered by clouds. We are in a dried up riverbed and we're gonna go see some raging rapids. The river might be kind of high because of all the snow melt, so take a look. Dried up riverbed. It's pretty cool. Who knows what you can find down here? Maybe gold or arrowheads. As I sat there in that roaring riverbed, I thought about my adventures thus far. Even though I had not seen Bigfoot or anything that remotely resembles one, I thought about what every great explorer thinks at the end of an unsuccessful journey. Maybe it's not about discovery after all. Maybe the real adventure is in the exploration of the unknown. Here's to my next great adventure. As always, thank you so much for watching today's video. I have so much extra footage I would love to show you, so please like this video if you would like to see some extra footage and maybe a second video about the national parks that I visited while I was in Washington. And if you haven't already, please subscribe down below. That way this channel can continue to grow and I can continue to make adventure videos. I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.